just going to check that I get this out. Today is 28, but it's going to be 29. So I've got nothing planned right now, so I'm just going to go through things. This was published 27th of August, 4:30 p.m. Murders 43 or 34. Ahmad Massoud, dubbed the Lion Cub, has just check something. Yeah, as I was saying, Lion Cub ruled his life in London to finish what is legendary before started taking on the Taliban. Basically, this guy supposedly going to Afghanistan to fight the Taliban. Apparently, he's the son of a commander, Shah Massoud, Lion Bunch, can't say it, for repairing the Soviet and Taliban forces assassinated by Al-Qaeda in 2001. Sorry if my voice is sorry if my voice is not clear. I'm just talking a bit low because I'm just doing this very quietly because it was asleep. So let me just check if anyone's there. Can anyone hear me, please? Just so let me get into who this guy is. What do you know? Just a few weeks before 9/11, his name equals 11/9 at 9/11. 38 like murder, he might get sacrificed. If he's goes back to Afghanistan to fight. 70 like coronavirus, 70, 25 like death. Lion Cub. Lion Cub 76, Reflection of Blood Sacrifice 67, 113, like mainstream, like bullshit, like not true. Lion Cub 31, Reflection of 13, like UK 13, because he was been in UK. .41 41 like Skull and Bones, 41 like Dishonest, 41 like mainstream, 41 like Zionism, Zionist I mean. The reason why I say this bullshit story about this guy is fighting the Taliban, because I don't believe a word. I mean, when you have Telegraph, which is a Conservative Party newspaper, it's very hard to know what the truth is. This guy's an actor, he's not a fighter. look. After finishing school in Iran, he goes to enroll as a foreign cadet in Sandhurst, 2010. Sandhurst, which is in Britain. That's where they recruit. I'm sure that's where they recruit spies. That's just guessing, I guess. And Sandhurst is also 119, like Ahmad Massoud, also 119. 56, like Society of Jesus. Coronavirus 56, Society of Jesus 56, Microsoft 56. I'm guessing Sandhurst is where they recruit people to carry out a particular role. And this guy is it, playing a role. Can anyone in the chat group hear me, please? Just message me now so that my voice is getting out. Passed out in 2011 and the following year and took a degree in war studies at King's College. King's College. And we know Freemasonry is very, very active in London. So, King's College. I mean, why do I keep getting these same numbers? Ahmad Massoud 119, Sandhurst 119, King's College 119, King's College 56, Sandhurst 56. I mean, come on. Ahmad Massoud 25, King's College 25. I mean, come on, man. Same numbers keep popping up. This guy is a fucking actor. It's that simple. Maybe I'll keep this as a future reference point. Since it was the 27th, let's go with the 27th. Date numerology of the 27th. The story appeared on Friday, and look, 56. I mean, we've already established. I mean, everything about this guy. 56. He's coded. Alright, maybe his name's not 56, but Sandhurst 56, King 56. I mean, he's perfectly coded to be in the news that day, 27th. There you go. Single reduction 56. Keypad also 56. So this guy, date numerology 27th of August 56, and his name equals 56. So he was going to be in the news no matter what. By the numbers once again. We'll look at the little ones. Don't know if anybody knows I'm live, but I'll try to talk for as long as I can. Again, for reference, 56. Another 56. Unbelievable. 56 has been the most dominant number in the media in the past year. And it's very, very hard to say it's coincidence. How can anyone doubt this? So, because it's random decodes, I'm going to look for something else to do. Okay, space. New water wars can make waves in humanity search for alien life experts. Now, let's look at the phrase water worlds. Water worlds. Water worlds. In two base ciphers, there's similar match. Water worlds reverse ordinal 139. Freemasonry English ordinal 139. Water worlds 158. Freemasonry 158. Then just use space because the topic is space. Space 42, like Freemason. I'm assuming it's a NASA related story, so 33 like Masonry, 177 like General Order. Let's go back to the art. Alien life. Again, it's bullshit. I don't want to dismiss the possibility of water planets outside the solar system and all that, other worlds if you like, but these people don't know what's going on. They're just putting out propaganda, fake news, by the numbers, to justify the billions they get in all this research. Alien life, Masonic, like 115. Alien life, reverse English American 102, perfection 201, like Jesuit Order 201. Let me just go back. 26. A bit like 62, Mason. And water was 220, reflection of 201, Jesuit Order. just got to remind people the word space in single reduction is 26, and the date of the news article was 26th of August. So they have to, so they had to do that, So they had to, make sure that the story gets out. Very strange. Actually, not strange, very coordinated that they do this by the numbers. Really is. Sustaining life. Now, we ever heard that before? Like Agenda 21, sustainability. Sustaining life. Sustaining life, 77, like theatre 77. Jewish order 158. Like water was 158. Freemason 158. 74 reverse primes like Masonic. 84 single reduction like Jesuit order 84. And trigonal 139, like Freemasonry again. It's another piece of propaganda, though I don't dismiss. Now this is interesting. Climate change is sparking wildfires, but I think COVID now. As you know, these wildfires are not what they say they are. Wildfires. $33 like Masonry, $42 like Freemason. 86 like blood sacrifice. Francis Bacon 131 like 113 mainstream. 51 like conspiracy, because they are doing something. They're in weather control, because that's what it is, weather control. These extreme weather events are not natural. People doubt that, then that's their problem. Weather control 75, reflection of 57. 57 is weather control, wildfires. Reflection of 75, weather control. Climate change. 56 like Society of Jesus 56, 201 like Jesuit order, 47 like government agent, 51 like conspiracy, because it is conspiracy to control the weather. Fibonacci 77 like Zionist 77, Theatre 77. Basically what I'm getting at is quite simple. Weather control. For those that don't know, Society of Jesus is the, you might say, military arm of the Catholic Church. why do they have the same numerical values in production? Because these people, the Catholic Church, they have access to this technology and they are using it to manipulate the weather. And this is what is happening. There's nobody in the chat, so should I just carry on? Amplifying. Let's look at that word. Amplifying. Amplifying COVID. '84, let Jesuit Order 84. Now they want to claim that climate change is amplifying COVID. Very strange. They would say that. Jesuit Order 84, amplifying COVID 84. And this is something I did on Gematria calculator. Knights of Malta 148 in the Francis Bacon cipher. Secret Intelligence Service, which Secret SIS, which is MI6, is also 148. For those are not aware, Knights of Malta. Let me get up. I'll go to this one first. Very old group, goes back to 1099. Recognition 1113. Ironic 1113. The deception number. Then they moved Cyprus, Rhodes, Malta. Somebody, nice Malta, somebody declared 1753. 42,000 employees, 80,000 volunteers, blah blah blah. Religious order of military, chivalric and noble nature. Well, there's nothing noble like these guys. Knights of Malta, as we will soon discover. Because Knights of Malta, I think, needs to be talked about more in the Gematria community because they are a very important organisation. Very important. Now, this is a good website. Not that I endorse its views. Now, here's the membership list. James Hughes Angleton, CIA counterintelligence chief. They say it's a Mossad mole. John Bolton, he's ambassador to the UN. George H.W. Bush, you know who he is. Jeb Bush, Mark Carney. Mark Carney is head of Bank of England. Alan Dulles, CIA. Reinhard Gehlen, Chief of Staff for Hitler's security. Reinhard Gehlen. Otto von Habsburg, very important family, royalty. Benito Mussolini, fascist dictator of Italy. George Tenet, former CIA head. Headquartered in Rome, and is arguably sovereign subject of international law. Now let's focus on what they really are. This group has many deep politicians, deep state actors, members of world governments, intelligence agencies, banking industry, big media, and military discipline complex. They say poverty, chastity, and obedience, which is bullshit, of course. Issues is talking about Malta, Knights of Malta. Permanent observer stated that the UN issues its own passport used to consider a separate country, and is still by some people. Only Roman Catholics can be members, however, non-Catholics can receive merit decorations and medals. The group's leader, Prince and Grandmaster, elected in closed session, retains the title for life. The most recent session of Grandmaster was Matthew Festing, member since 77, and head of the order from 2008-2017. His predecessor was an Englishman, was the first since 1258. Not sure about there was a civil war. These people worked together. Simple as that. Antagonism between Freemasonry. Don't want to say too much. This is Bill Cooper, the late Bill Cooper. The Knights of Malta is a worldwide organization with its threads weaving through business, banking, politics, the CIA, other intelligence organizations, most of them. P2, religion, education, law, military, think tanks, foundations, US Information Agency, UN, and numerous organizations. The world head of the Knights of Malta is elected for a lifetime with the approval of the Pope. Of course, everything goes through the Pope. The Knights of Malta have their own constitution and sworn to work towards the establishment of a new world order with the Pope as its head. So even Bill Cooper knew how powerful the Knights of Malta are, which is a military arm of the Catholic Church. And these people use gematria, the practice of coding numbers into words, to script world events. They're also powerful members of the CFR and Trilateral Commission. This is the Pope, the former Pope Benedict XVI. Motto: defense of the yeah. Not available to listen. I just hope you lot just listen to this stream later on if you've got time. Yeah, trust the BBC to call them a major humanitarian organization. Alright, Knights of Malta. Since we're talking about them. Order Archaeos is 222. Like Knights of Malta, because they are a very evil organization, quite frankly, if I'm being honest. 58 like Freemasons, well, they control the Freemasons. Jordan Maxwell's got something on them.
My name is Michael Tessarian.
They seem to all be different offshoots of the same general secret club. And it's just a bunch of rich people. It's all people with $1 billion.
This is Jordan Maxwell. I think he's going to talk about NASA more in a bit.
Existence. And, today, we are beginning to see that the world is in serious trouble. I believe that the things which are going on in the world today, not the least of which the Middle Eastern war and Middle Eastern intrigue, I think the machinations that are going on behind the scenes of world government are being orchestrated. I have no doubt in my mind, after 43 years of looking at this subject,
While I view him as a gatekeeper, a major gatekeeper in a show, his material is interesting.
that so much of our world, the wars, the violence, the bloodshed, the animosity among races, is purposely designed by someone. Catholic Church is involved in Israel. They're involved in the Holocaust. When the Germans saw, when the Nazis saw that the war was going bad for them and they were going to lose the war, that was like 1944, all the top Nazis were given Vatican passports and given safe passage and money through the Vatican banks. Money was given to all the top Nazis to get them out. So the Vatican sent a bunch of Nazis to Uruguay, Paraguay, Brazil, Argentina. We know they're down there. Well, it's all Catholic down there. That's right. That's why they're down there. The scientists and the theoreticians, they sent directly through the CIA, which is the Knights of Malta organization for the Catholic Church. Catholic Church is CIA. CIA is Catholic Church. The CIA broke into the Watergate Hotel. Watergate Hotel is owned by the Vatican. The owners of the Watergate Hotel today in Washington, D.C. is owned by the Catholic Church. It's a Vatican owner. The Vatican owns the Watergate. And the CIA was in there doing their dirty work in the Watergate Hotel. And then they got Nixon kicked out of office because Nixon realized that the Vatican is involved in all this crap and the English involved in all this crap. So the Vatican set up their own people. Send the CIA into, well, we can't do it in just any place. That's all right. Send it to our hotel. We'll take care of it. Reinhard Gehlen was not only a Knights of Malta, but he was also one of the founders of today, the CIA. Reinhard Gehlen was the man in charge of security for Adolf Hitler. He was chief of security for the Nazi Empire, Reinhard Gehlen. And when he saw that things were going bad and they were going to lose, Reinhard Gehlen was chief of security. He's not an idiot. This guy knows the war is up. We've lost. So he goes to the Vatican, and the Vatican gets him a ticket over here to work for America, and he comes over here and sets up something called the CIA. All of these religious leaders in America on television, they have...
And that's enough. Basically, is information a Catholic Church? No, it's a modern. I don't know. That's pretty good still. When it comes to Catholic Church, he's bang on. Not that he's bang on everything, but I think it's time to go. Good night. Have a nice day or nice night.